Mr. Higgins from Louisiana for 3.5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the 3.5 minutes, especially given the fact it takes me about 30 minutes to deliver a 5-minute speech. I'm sure the other side's quite delighted that we're limited in time. So to my brothers and sisters on both sides of the aisle, I'm going to have the gavel of the Federal Law Enforcement Subcommittee, and I would encourage you to participate, as it's a subcommittee that's going to respond to the needs of our time.
I'm listening.
And respectful of the good lady's comments regarding civil rights, liberties, and freedoms. This is a page that we happen to agree upon, ma'am. We have sworn a mutual oath. I swore oath as a police officer long ago, as an Army veteran, long before that, as a military police officer. And that oath does not expire. We have an obligation to address the weaponization of our government against the American people that we have indeed witnessed. And in nowhere is it more frightening than when the weaponization of government is actually our federal law enforcement. So since November the 5th, Mr. Chairman, your rank and file federal law enforcement professionals have been celebrating because they know that their beloved agency or department,
He is taking as long as Biden to talk,
has been corrupted from within at the highest levels by oppressors of individual rights, liberties, and freedoms. Your rank and file guys, they want to enforce the law, uphold the Constitution, defend individual rights, liberties, and freedoms. Meanwhile, the elitist executives, the oppressors who have rooted their agenda deep within the highest levels of federal law enforcement, they're packing their desk right now. But those men and women will appear before my subcommittee, Mr. Chairman. We will have our time with those men. And we're not just pulling the curtain back, we're ripping it from the rod.
What men are you talking about?
The oppressive nature of federal law enforcement at its highest levels that we have experienced. And I will yield the balance of my time to the chairman. I believe the ranking member would like some time.
Gentleman will yield back. Chair now recognizes ranking member for however much time he wants. So you've got 7.5 minutes on your side.
I thank the chair. Well, this is a circuitous route to an amendment that would, I will remind my colleagues, reestablish the subcommittee on civil rights and civil liberties. Why would we do that? Because almost nothing matches the importance of guaranteeing civil rights and civil liberties as a member of Congress than ensuring the expansion of and protection of fundamental rights, including voting rights. We have seen suppressive activity all over America, whether it comes to women's reproductive rights or the fundamental right to cast a ballot.
Why are they trying to reestablish it though? What's wrong with the women's rights? What's wrong with the for all the protection that we got around? The LGBT got his own protection. The women's right got women's got rights all around. We get away with a lot of shit. Men got rights. So what is y'all trying to reestablish? Why are y'all trying to remake our rights? What is y'all trying to make them into? What is y'all trying to do with them? Maybe I'm asking the wrong questions. Was there something wrong with our rights to begin with?
And have it counted. Ballot boxes have been suppressed. Voting times have been restricted.
Oh, we got Miss Genesis in the house. We got the beautiful Miss Genesis in the building. Make sure y'all go check out Miss Genesis. Miss Genesis, baby. We got Miss Genesis in here, yo. Listen, man, a woman with so much wisdom and so much knowledge to spread. Shout out to Miss Genesis. Make sure y'all go check her out. Great conversations and great topics when she does go live.
This is America. And if this committee can contribute
Yeah, this is America, land of the free, where you got to pay for water, even the air you breathe.
anything to America, it is the preservation of the sacred right of franchise guaranteed in the 14th Amendment. It took 100 years from the Civil War to the Civil Rights Movement and the adoption of the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act in 1964 and 1965, respectively. And by the way, a higher percentage of Republicans voted for each than Democrats at that time. We had bipartisan consensus. We understood that we had been bankrupt in meeting that moral obligation, and it was time to correct the record back in 1964 and 65. Having this subcommittee anchors us in that fundamental commitment that ought to transcend our politics.
So this whole meeting, now that I'm listening carefully, right? Which, like, listen, only Miss Mace to me made a lot of sense because she is right. Like, basically what they're trying to do is already going to strip away certain rights from women. And I get a lot of people's going to get in their bag and their feelings because of what I've said throughout this live and what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I'm not wrong. And if, listen, y'all entitled to y'all opinion the same way I'm entitled to mine. But reestablish our civil rights for what? I mean, unless y'all going to better them, I don't see the point in changing them right now because we're not all at this meeting. Like, who's asking to reestablish the civil rights? I want to know who's asking to reestablish these civil rights. All for what? To protect the rights of men that think they're women to go into the women's bathroom? Or to be where women got, you know, where it's supposed to be only women, women's sports, women locker rooms? Like, come on, let's be real.
I support the amendment to reestablish the subcommittee as something very fundamental to the function, role, and dedication of this committee, the Government Operations and Accountability Committee, and I support the adoption of the amendment. I
The
reserve
adoption of
balance
the
our time.
amendment. So now y'all trying to change an amendment too? Because you're saying you support the adoption of the amendment. So y'all trying to change an amendment too. I thought y'all wasn't able to change that. Those are one of the things y'all can't change or fuck with. Commitments, the amendment, and your what is it? Yeah, your rights. Oh. I know policies change every day, but y'all fucking with shit y'all not supposed to be fucking with. Y'all see why these little community meetings are important, and they have so many throughout the years. I don't care what city, state you in, you got them.
You all have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. We have 3.5. I'm going to recognize the